On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Colts.
Love, they go play action now. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Wilkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jordan Wilkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Marlon Mack. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch, switch, switch. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike 51. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Campbell, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 2nd down now. It's Wilkins, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd down.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On the ground, it's Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
From the red zone now, Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Good job.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by Hollister. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Who's that? 19. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54. 51, Mike. 51. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
From the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And on for the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, it's Wilkins, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Gafford. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the gun, Watson. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rico Gafford, his third touchdown now on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13.
Colts 14. Texans.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 23-yard.
Second down, Love. Looking deep for Jennings. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Watson. Slide, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, Tremont Smith. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, he's got Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Love out to his left. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Slip. Check 31, check 24. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pick up the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
52. We ain't giving up nothing. Check 43.
That will carry for Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make some.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the twist. Twist 6.
From the gun, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Love from the gun. He's got a man, complete. 30. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Gary Jennings, 85 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Where's 52?
Watson on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson on 3rd down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. 51. Watson looks to throw again. He completes this one to Mack. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. To the right sideline, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
They run with Harris. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his right. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
9-yard line.
They run again with Wilkins across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
He's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Wilkins, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st down, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will...